idea this winter, last winter, that I was going to move my drawings up to the level of my paintings. Instead of just working drawing books and using them as preparatory sketches, I wanted to make the drawing the finished product. And so I went out and I was shopping for some new paper and some materials. I was trying to figure out what to use, and I realized that the paper that I've been working on wasn't printmaking paper. It was actually watercolor paper. So I just thought, well, I should get some watercolor. I'd never really used it before. And you know, I came back to my studio and I started working in watercolor and realized how much I liked it, and how, you know, I looked at my drawings from the past 3 years and they're just waiting to be, you know, executed in watercolor. I never really thought that watercolor was a drawing medium that it is. I didn't realize that. So I started working small and, you know, very experimental, and I did that for months and months, really like 3 or 4 months. I just made hundreds of drawings, and you know, I was using pencil and watercolor together, and you know, so then finally, you know, I knew I was having this show, so I decided to, well, let me backtrack a little bit. I was doing more formal kind of abstractions, you know, geometric things, and still very symmetric, a lot of symmetry. So then when I was getting ready for the show, I decided I wanted to, you know, move the scale up, work on a larger size. That's how I started coming up with these, and a lot of that imagery that started to come out was organic. I mean, first I did the one piece which is on that wall called Fetish, and you know, I did another piece. I'd done some other work, and then the watercolor technique started to look like hair. I noticed from it. Also looks like wood, you know, like boards of wood. And I thought, well, I'm going to work with that idea. So I did some ideas. I did some pieces that looked like wigs and you know, hair and heads. And I started to get like some quasi-figured stuff going. And then I went from that, and I view it as I view these as drawings, and the whole process is a drawing idea, where I go from one to another. You know, like I'll do one piece and take something from that, go to the next piece, take something from that, go to the next one. So this piece here, for example, is definitely a response to that wig piece I had done over there. And you know, this is more formal. As far as the process, it's just black watercolor on paper. There's no other, and pencil.